Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live. And of course, whenever a new video uploads as well. And hopefully you all are doing well. And a couple of announcements as we are getting started here. Um, so if you um, have not gotten the chance to get the podcast special, I would definitely check it out, as that is the 11 and 11 Angel Energy Portal as well, and everything like that. So that is the 1111 Angel Portal as well. So if you have not gotten a chance to check it out, I would definitely recommend checking it out, and then being able to um, have that be checked out and everything like that. And also, it is where, with that reading, it is where we deliver the messages that come out at the beginning. We do the cards. And then, of course, you have the opportunity to ask 2 questions, which is a total of $40. And then, of course, as well, we also have is the where you can submit a question to the podcast. I had to think about that for a minute. You can submit a question to the podcast as well for a free question. Those are come on as a first come first serve basis. So whoever is there first will get the luck of the draw. But yes, so that is really where that is at, and everything of that nature. So yeah, so that is what is happening as well. So without further ado, let us hop into it. And then also, if you would basically like a reading or a generalized reading, the ones that I have listed, you can find me on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessing 777, and then they will be there. And of course, we do have Black Friday coming up, so that is where we'll have a good time to be able to get readings or stack up on readings, either or. And you can stock up on how many readings that you want during that time where it is on sale. So there is no limit. And if you wanted to save it for future times, then it will be there as well. So at this time, I ask that you have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the angel messages that you're about to receive. Light a candle to surround yourself in God's white light, and inviting your spiritual team and the angels in at this time. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and put the mic down while I shuffle, and then we'll have a moment of silence while I connect, even on a deeper level. And today's reading is going to be for the love and romance energies of November. So we're going to be talking all about love for the month of November. So I am quite excited about that, actually, and everything of that nature. So we shall see how the cards come about, and everything of that nature. So that is where that is at, and everything of that nature. So, but yeah, so we shall see on that regard, and yeah, so that is one of those things and stuff like that. So, but otherwise, that is the name of the game here. So we'll go ahead and get started with drawing the cards. So the deck that we're going to be using first is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland, one of my go-to decks, as you guys all know. And we'll get started from there. Alrighty. Alright. Ooh, okay. That one wanted to come out. Not actually surprised by that. Ooh, okay. Great time for love and romance overall. And there'll be obviously some challenges, but we shall see in regard to what is coming up. Alright, so have your feet firmly planted on the ground. And we'll go ahead and take a deep breath in. And let the breath out. And another deep breath in. And let it out of what no longer serves you. And another deep breath in. And let it out. Alright, so we'll go ahead at this time. I ask that you invite your spiritual team of love and light and also the angels to come in to deliver those specific messages that you need to hear at this time. And I'll go ahead and tune in on a deeper level and we'll get started with the messages. Alright, so what I'm really feeling when I'm tuning into the energies that are around us is, especially when it comes to love, I definitely am feeling a lot of sadness in regard to the love department. And I am really feeling that this is in regards to just where there has been a lot of hurt. I feel like there's been a lot of frustrations as well, especially when the energy has been as intense as it has been over the course of the past couple of days and past couple of weeks as well, and especially the past couple of months in general, is where that will be in regard to the energies of the Mercury retrograde and everything like that. So that is really where that is at and everything of that nature. So, yeah, so what I'm really feeling is that I definitely feel like there is a lot of energy tension and things like that. But I also was feeling a lot of open wounds. So I feel like this is going to be a time of reflecting on what it is that we have been having past trauma with and doing a lot of shadow work for this month, especially in particular when it comes to love and romance. I definitely feel like I definitely am hearing the message in regard to somebody's not taking responsibility or accountability for their actions, whether it be us not willing to take the accountability, because that is there as well, or the partner is not taking accountability for their actions and things like that. So, and I know a lot of people will be upset when I'm saying that we are not taking accountability, but sometimes we don't recognize that we play a part, because in a partnership there are it's a give and take. So we also have things that we do unintentionally that may affect where the relationship is at. So that's the reason why I said that. And also, it is where I feel like there is just a lot of misunderstandings, which has caused the hurt feelings and things like that. So I do feel like it is important to work on our throat chakra and everything like that. So that is very much important. The throat chakra and the heart chakra are definitely um, very much there. I feel like there is someone here that is wanting to give a message. Okay. So I'm definitely feeling a couple of archangels that are around. So I'm definitely feeling that there are two, and one is Archangel Jeremiah, and then the other one is Archangel Sandalphon. So that is really where that is at in regard to that, and everything like that. So Archangel Jeremiah is really coming around and is really helping in regard to learning to trust yourself in regard to the situation, and then also where it's all about a life review. And so I feel like what the message is that I feel like the both of you are taking the time to be able to go within and really look at the understanding of the problem, and really taking the time to process your emotions throughout the situation and everything of that nature. So, yeah, so just really allowing that time for that time to be able to heal and work on shadow work as well, which is very much important, especially with the heightened energies that we have going on, and especially during Mercury retrograde, where there are those delays, where there is that miscommunication as well when it comes to that as well. And I was also hearing as well, Archangel Michael is coming in and really just helping with giving you the strength to be able to handle it. So, and then he's around protecting you all during this time. And I feel like there's going to be some shifts. Some may not be good, some may be good, and things like that. I hate to say the bad, but I give the truth of what I say, so or what I hear. Um, I don't like to sugarcoat or anything like that during a reading, and things like that. So I feel like there is some give and take and things like that. So we shall see in regard to that and things of that nature. So that is going to be very, very much interesting, in my opinion, of what is happening. But anyway, so that's kind of like the messages that are coming through. I technically don't need like the cards or anything like that, but obviously people like them for confirmation. So the first two we had a hopper, and the first one. So we have here is feeling alone. So this is exactly those feelings of feeling alone. So I feel like there has been either emotional distance or communication. But one of the main things that I was hearing was where you are feeling that you are not being heard. So I do feel that one of the main things that was coming through was that you were not feeling heard in your situation, either with your POI or your partner, and things like that. And I feel like a lot of this is twin flame soulmate connections on a deeper level. It doesn't have to be, but you will see why. But I do feel like there has been where you weren't feeling heard or appreciated. So I feel like there is a sense of where you weren't feeling appreciated in the relationship. So, and I feel like that is kind of weighing on you because there's that lack of balance. Because I was feeling that there was not a sense of balance within the connection. basically, and stuff like that. So I definitely was feeling that in regard to that. So the next card here that we have is the Moo card. This came out with Feeling Alone, and this is just all about taking action. So somebody's got to take action in order to repair the connection, as I feel like, obviously, I feel like there's been um, a lack of attention on the relationship. So, and I feel like it's just where I feel like everybody has been on a high stress level with everything going on, um, and things like that, and they have forgotten the part of the relationship. So I do feel like there has been parts where there has been like that, but not for everybody. But I also do feel like this is where there is taking action, but I also feel like there is that separation. So if you are going through a separation, or if you are, know that right away, I will say that you will reconnect, because I was definitely feeling that at the beginning, even before I was drawing cards. I definitely feel like you guys will reconnect and everything like that. So, and a good crystal to have with that is with being able to speak our truth, and communication is sodalite, as what I'm hearing. So that is definitely where that is. And I'm also feeling a lot of us are in our heads about it. And they're also showing me as well, before we move on to the next card here, is that there is going to be some tower moments. I'm not going to lie about that. It's not going to be pretty. But I do feel that there is some tower moments, but that's only forcing things to change. Um, so in order for things to improve, we got to have those changes that are made. And if we're not taking the action, then the universe is going to step in and force the action. So, and that will happen during Mercury retrograde, and things like that. So, but yes. So we also do here have is the Believe and Succeed card, which is all about keeping the faith. So having faith in a situation, even when things are difficult. We all go through difficult things in life, but it is where we always have to have the strength and keep on fighting for what we believe in. And when we love another person, it is where we are going to fight to keep them, and keep the connection and everything like that. So it's just going to be somewhat of an uphill battle, but we are going to be able to make it through. So the next card here is Lead, and this is all about leadership. And someone's got to get on the action, or the kind of like getting on the horse and riding it. And it's all about us taking charge for what we believe in. And this is all about soul lessons. It's like a graduation to the next level, basically, is what it is. So I feel like we're going to go through some of those soul lessons, but we'll be able to get to that other side, and where things will be a lot better. So, for those of us that are separated, or where there has been distance in a relationship, know, like I said earlier, that things will be rebuilt. Things will come together for the both of you. And this is where you gotta have that self-love for yourself, and have that value for yourself, and everything like that. So I definitely feel like this is definitely in regard to owning up for yourself, and then knowing that things will be rebuilt, but it'll be a gradual rebuild. But it's all about trusting that process and believing in succeeding, and then just allowing things to happen. Not trying to force things, but happen where it is there, and things like that. So, and this is just trust in the process, basically, is what it is. All right. So we do have here is the love card, which is my symbol for twin flame and soulmate. So this is basically just knowing that this is a deeper connection, knowing that if it's a twin flame, it's a journey. So, and that's where that feeling alone card is also there. Is it's a journey, it's a process, but know that it is there, and this is a great card to have even with the mixed energies and everything like that we have. Rebuild and love card. I will take that. But we also here have is challenging time as the overall. So there is going to be some combative energy in regard to love and romance for this time. But knowing that things will improve, things will grow, and things will get better, and you'll be able to work through the hardships and everything like that. But it will take work. And everything of that nature. So we do have next is the heal card, which is all about transformation. So I feel like this is all going to be a journey of inner transformation. So that is really where that is at. So that is interesting message, actually, if we come to think about it. So that is there for that card. We're going to go ahead with some clarifications for the cards with the regular tarot, and then we'll do the love deck. I mean, it's appropriate for that as well. So here we go. All right, so the first card up is the Feeling Alone card. Ooh. Okay. So right off the bat, we had is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse: financial independence, self-care, work, home, conflict, self-centered, jealousy, smothering, suspicion, fear, mistrust, deceit, and devious. So we do have those cards here as well, and where it is just all about where it is our own fears and insecurities are also getting in the way in regard to the relationship and things like that. So that is where that is at. So, and that is definitely an interesting message, but it's definitely a confirmation of feeling alone and things of that nature. So we'll go here with the Moo card. Ooh, okay. So this is right on the money with the summarization of feeling alone and move, which is the Three of Swords. It's never easy to hear at the moment, but grief and heartbreak can be defining and character building. This suffering you're experiencing is meant to make you stronger rather than focusing on the past. Focus on what's ahead, dust yourself off, and keep going. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, heart, divorce, loss, depression, betrayal, disloyalty, delays, upset, confusion, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and air. So, again, this is just showing that heartbreak within the situation and that pain that I was feeling earlier. So I think that was the confirmation for that message earlier, and everything like that. So, but next here is that we have is believe and succeed. Okay. So we have here is the world in reverse and seeking personal closure, shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. So this is just all about where what I'm really feeling is that this is going to be like a roundabout way of finding a solution. So I feel like we're going in a roundabout direction, but we'll end up finding that solution in the roundabout way. Even if it's just taking a bit more longer than necessary, but it is where we'll be doing that. And then obviously for some, it's just having that acceptance and closure as well in regard to things. So, because obviously some relationships are meant to end during this time, especially with a in 9-year and numerology, which is all about endings. You add on top of that Mercury retrograde and things of that nature is going to be challenging. So we also here is have the lead card and everything like that. Well, I was not expecting. Oh, wow. So I was not expecting to have two come out for the lead card. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is telling you to make judgments without emotion, take inventory of all the facts before making a decision. I don't know why my one thing stopped, but there we go. Mercury retrograde, you know, at its finest. You want to take an inventory of all the facts before making a decision and come to an intellectual conclusion. You want to be compassionate, but you have to think with your head rather than your heart right now. Be independent. Don't lean too heavily on anyone. United, judgment, justice, independent, clear boundaries, coolness, direct, communication, clear-minded, perceptive. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Air. So, I think that is self-explanatory with the card of lead and things like that. So, I should have put more of the lights on, you know? It would have helped me to see it. Just some of the cards are fine print, so it's like, what does that say? So lack we have here is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, lack of long-term vision, limited success and reward, distractions, work without results, delays, disappointments. So this is just where we are right now. We don't have a sense of future for the connection. It's all about establishing a foundation. So it's that reconnection, that reestablishment of where you want to be in regard to your connection and things like that. So that is there. But we also have is rebuild. I'm also feeling just a lot of sadness in general right now. So I feel like a lot of us are feeling more emotional than necessary. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, rebuild. We have the Devil, which is a major arcana card in the Capricorn, as you'll hear. You're feeling trapped. Perhaps there's a lack of fulfillment in your life, or maybe you're enslaved to the allure of materialism or substance, and it's rendering you powerless. Shadow self, attachment, addictions, temptation, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, toxicity, Saturn, Capricorn, and Earth. So, that is where that is at, and everything like that. So, yeah. So that is basically where that is at. So it's where they're going to be tempted to come back together with you, but it's going to be on and off movement. So it's not going to be all at once. So don't expect it to be all at once, but it'll be in spurts where things are going to be rebuilding. And then, because then they'll need to take a step back, allow the balance with their emotions, and then it'll be like it's building blocks. So definitely building blocks in the connection. All right, so the love card with the clarification. All right, so love clarification. Ooh. Okay, so we have here is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a natural born leader of people and very capable and confident in their abilities. The King isn't interested in creativity per se, but rather taking an idea and enlisting others to help in the actualization of it. You have a clear vision of what you want. Natural leader, visionary, and entrepreneurial. Big picture leader, overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and fire. So knowing that you are basically the leader of the relationship. So you're the one that has to take action, especially if you are a twin flame and you're the awakened twin flame. That is also a journey in itself. So, but yeah, so that is definitely there. So we will go here with the overall of challenging times. Challenging times clarification. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords. Fear is an awful thing, and it's difficult to reach out for help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief or sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you to regain control over what troubles you. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmare, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, despair. So, let's just knowing that you're not alone. This is going back to that feeling alone card as well. So I feel like all of these are paired together. And knowing that you're not alone in the process, and the more that you let it out with your emotions, the more that you are able to heal and move forward, and things like that. And that goes along with the heal card as well. So we'll do one last one here for the heal. Okay, so we have here is the Four of Cups in reverse, sudden awareness, choosing happiness, and acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for realignment. So, this is all about bringing things to the surface, basically. And that's basically what this is indicating. And everything like that, especially with the heal card. And everything like that. So that is where that is at. So, but we'll go ahead here with the Love deck. And this is the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. This is an oldie but goodie. Alright. What does everybody need to know for the month of November when it comes to love and romance? For love and romance. Love is in the air that I breathe. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so the first card here is that we have is Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is all about recreating that excitement within the connection, recreating that love that you have for one another, and just allowing that kind of like spicing up the relationship again, and where you're getting to know each other on a deeper level, and you are taking time for the relationship, and everything like that. Because when we don't take time for the relationship, that's when things can go a little wonky, and where it can lead to an unhealthy dynamic, basically. So, but the next card here is that we have is Soulmate, and this can also be Soulmate Twin Flame. Yes, this is your soulmate. Even twin flames are soulmates, and everything like that. So, there's no need to explain that, because that is definitely a confirmation of what we've been talking about. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, so we will be going into a higher level. So this is all about that transformation to the even deeper of commitment. But next we have is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I feel like this is all about attachment wounds. Attachment, abandonment, and things like that, where we can't live without each other. That can lead to an issue, and everything like that. So that is an area that we need to work on for this month in our healing. So the next card here is that we have is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So allowing things to unfold and not having expectations on where it needs to be at that time. So allowing yourself to be in the moment is where that is at. So the overall here is that we have is wedding. This situation involves marriage. So some of you, it could definitely be where you are married. Others of you where it can lead to marriage, and things like that. Knowing that this is your partner, whether it's a marriage or a committed partner, and things like that. So knowing that you are not alone in this process. So that is where that is at, and everything like that. So the next card here is to free yourself. So this is all about just allowing personal freedom. It's time to take back control of your life, and this is taking back your personal power, standing up for what you believe in, and things like that. So that is awesome. So next we'll have here is the Soul Journey cards by James Van Praagh, and that is where that is at. Okay, so that is there. What does everybody need to know in regard to love and romance? The love and romance. Oh, okay. I'm not surprised by that card, to be honest with you. I'm not surprised by that card either. Okay. So we have some interesting cards. We have the Change card, which is also the Tower card. What we talked about earlier. It is, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Things will be changing. Things will be redeveloping for everybody in love and romance. We just gotta be patient and not try to force things to happen. It's all about divine timing. So that is there. So next card here is that we have is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So trusting in the situation and things like that. So that is where that is at. And everything of that nature. So we already talked about that, kind of going with the flow and just allowing and just being in the present. That is really where that is at. So next we have is abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So this is all about where things will grow and everything like that. So that is where that is at. I did that thing again with my device. I don't know. It's all weird. I've been using it a lot in the past couple of days, so it could be particularly why. So abundance, and that is where that is at. So, and last but not least, we'll have is the Soul Truth deck, as we know, and we'll draw a card from there. Alrighty, so what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Holy moly. So, this is definitely going to be in love and romance. How do you fill your day? Stress or joy, trust or anger, anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the following feeling we seek. But when we begin feeling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Today's soul action. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to choose something to feel it? Wow. So, that is the overall theme. So, that brings us to the end of the messages. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well, with all the notifications of when I go live and when I post new videos as well. And until next time, everybody, I am sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I will talk with you very soon. Bye, everybody.